Yo, let's go and welcome to the video. Since I've been playing a Balance Druid all of Wrath Classic since Blackwing Lair, I wanted to throw out some stuff that I would like to see if there ever happens to be a Classic Plus or Season of Mastery 2. The first change I would love to see is having another race of each faction be able to play Druid. Whether it's just a Troll for Horde and Draenei for Alliance, give me at least one extra race so I don't have to continue to do the same starting zones over and over again for Night Elf and Tauren. I've ran to other starting zones to do those instead of Teldrassil and Mulgar, but doing that run takes a whole lot of time and I'd rather just start off in a different area. So if we're allowed extra races to build on top of that, I'd love to see some different color customization options for each of the forms. If I could change the feathers, get a little stylish with the charms that are hanging all over us, different horn options. Cat and bear forms have gotten to get a little bit of customized options in Wrath. I'd love to see that for the Moonkin. The next change is to some of our spells. Being able to root indoors inside of caves and everything inside of dungeons is a great change that I would love to see, and also use all the spells that we can in Wrath and Moonkin form, such as our Innervate, Decurse, Abolish Poison, Insect Swarm. I'm sure I'm missing a spell or two, but let us use all of our balance spells in Moonkin. So an obvious change is our mana sustainability, whether it gets changed somehow with our talents or just how Spirit interacts with us. Going on a 2-minute fight back in Classic Vanilla did not feel good. Please allow us to have some extra mana regen somehow. The next change is to our AoE. Back in Classic Vanilla, all we had was Hurricane on a 1-minute cooldown. Now we've got Typhoon, we've got Hurricane, we've got Starfall. No cooldown on Hurricane either. Even if that was the only change, just having no cooldown on Hurricane, I would love to see that. But if we got another spell or something like even just Typhoon, maybe not even Starfall, we need to be able to have some sort of AoE. And if we got it at an earlier level, I wouldn't be mad either. Going into dungeons like Stockades or Scarlet Monastery with a group that has AoE, and then all we are able to do is Wrath, Moonfire, Starfire, and do a sixth of everybody else's AoE damage does not feel good. So another change that needs to happen is our gearing. Even while leveling, it'd be nice to have some more leather spell power options, but especially at max level, fighting with the mages, the priests, the warlocks on cloth best in slot gear is usually too much competition, and if people are in loot council guilds, it's always priored to the cloth wearers instead of the leather wearers. We're almost stuck getting second, third, fourth best in slot while we watch all of the other clothies get their actual good gear.
I
Spot
thought you signed that when you joined.
to tank these things.
That and the thing about Go having lowest priority on Valinir for the rest of the expansion.
Oh,
Wait, what? What the? Hello? Hello? Do we have it? Hello?
yeah, those things suck.
So please give us some leather options that are the best for us. I mean, another option for this change could just be to give us a bonus if we're wearing leather in every slot of our gear. Give us an extra 100 spell power, 10% spell power, something like that. Extra crit percentage, extra hit rating even. Speaking of gearing, if we could get some tier bonuses as well. It's really nice now in Wrath that we have the option of Balance, Feral, or Resto tier pieces. Can we please have this back in Vanilla? I'd love to have a Molten Core tier 1 set that actually benefits the Balance Druid. And one last thing about gearing is some more hit options. Especially in phase 1 and 2 of Classic Vanilla, there's not much hit, and getting 5-6 resist in a row just makes me not even want to finish doing the fight that I'm on. I've been spoiled, I guess, by being able to get hit capped in Wrath and never have to see a resist again, except for maybe that first Fairy Fire to get the extra 3% to be capped. So that does feel bad, but that's fine. I can live with that. But having only maybe 90% chance to hit while in full phase 1 best in slot, that 10% chance to miss is very noticeable. So please, more hit pieces early in pre-raid and from our best gear that would be available for the phase. Okay, I lied. One more thing about gear. Can we please be able to wield swords? A Moonkin with a big giant sword, even if it's a melee sword that everybody passes on because they've already gotten it, and it's not really going to benefit us, but just walking around our major city with a big sword would look pretty sick. But that's it for this one. Just a couple of changes I'd like to see if we do get like a Season of Mastery 2 for Classic Vanilla or a Classic Plus that's based on Vanilla. If we do get one and it's released kind of like the first Season of Mastery was, I played it, got grinded up to Molten Core, and it just didn't feel good with all of these changes that would really help us out. If there's anything else you would like to see changed for Moonkins, let me know in the comments below.
But that's about it. I don't want to put too much time into it because I do want to talk as much as possible before we have to go.